Hello and happy Sunday. Welcome to the first video of 2022. We're on our way down to the Beautiful Beginnings Bridal Expo that we normally do usually about the first or second Sunday of every January. Now, we didn't do the show last year. The show went on, but I happened to wake up that morning with a fever, and well, this is before the vaccinations and all that other stuff, and we didn't know a whole lot about COVID at that time, so I decided, well, it's probably not a good idea to go do the show. But what I did last year, though, was I still got the list of brides that came to the show, and I still gave them the show discount even though I didn't have my booth set up, and I actually booked about 3 weddings from it last year with not even showing up, so that was pretty good. But anyway, this is an annual event that we do. I think we did our first one back in 2012, so this is 10 years marking that we've been doing the Beautiful Beginnings Bridal Expo, and always just a great time down there. I usually book a lot of weddings from this event, and it's it's a lot of fun, and really looking forward to it. Now, it's going to be at the Pensacola Bay Center. We've been there before. It's our biggest arena that we have here in Pensacola, and it's where our local hockey team plays. Also, we've had the presidents come and speak there. President George W. Bush and Donald Trump came there and spoke a couple years ago, and we've had a lot of any major event, any major concerts or anything like that come through Pensacola. That's where they all perform, is there at the Pensacola Bay Center, so it's our largest arena. Now, in the past, if you watch my videos with the Beautiful Beginnings Bridal Expo, you'll notice that usually around the last hour or so, they would do a fashion show. They cut down all the lights and everything. Well, from what I understand this year, they're not going to be doing that. I think that they started that last year. They decided to start showing a video instead because of COVID, and well, that seemed to work out better, so that's what they're going to do again this year. So there won't be a stage set up. They won't be doing a fashion show or anything like that like we've seen in the past. So anyway, the way that this is going to work is what I normally do is I've got a sign-up sheet there for brides to write down their name and their email address, and then I send them a wedding packet. So I don't ever ask them to go ahead and book today or anything like that, but I'll talk to you more about that at the end of the video, let you know what I do normally when it comes to wedding shows. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and drive and get on down there. It's just after 9 o'clock now. We have to be completely set up and ready to go by 10:30. So got about an hour and a half to get everything set up. So we're about probably, I don't know, between 5 and 10 minutes away from the event. It starts at 11 o'clock this morning. So we'll talk to you once we get there, once we get set up. Okay, we're here and set up. I'm going to show you my booth real quick. Here we are, the SNDJ Entertainment booth. Got a video playing there. Got a place here where they can sign up for the show special that we're running. Got a flyer there describing the show special. Got some candy for them. And just some pictures there from various weddings and events that we've done. Now you'll notice this facade here. That's a facade that we used to use for all of the weddings that we used to do a while back. And now I just use that facade just for wedding shows. Because I've got my other facade that's made of scrims that I put around the table that hides the table. Well, at a wedding show, you don't want to hide the table. So I just still use this one, just pin another banner on it. It works out really good, but that's the same facade that I used to use. I used that for many years at weddings. You'll see that facade at a lot of gig logs. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to kind of walk around, just kind of show you around the Bay Center here before the brides start coming in. They should start coming in about another 45 minutes or so. But we'll just kind of walk around here, let you see what's going on. We'll walk around here. And there's ice right under these wood panels right here. You see some of the vendors still setting up here as we go walk around here, take a look around. So see how all this looks. So you got some of our vendors here. So and this year they are completely sold out as far as vendors are concerned. So we'll just walk around here, just kind of give you an idea of it. Now, if you remember, they used to have a stage that was set up right over here. That's where they have the runway stage, but they're not, like I said in the intro, they're not doing that this year.
Vendors, please okay. No more eating after doors open. Okay, that's all for now. Have an awesome show, and I'll be around checking on you if you need anything at all. Thank you.
Miss Brenda, where are you?
Okay, so I thought I'd come up here and just show you a view of the entire arena. I'm up here where the seats are. To give you an idea, my booth is right over there. Zooming in on it right now. See it right there? So, kind of gives you an idea where it is. And referenced everywhere else. Okay, I want to show you real quickly before brides start coming in here. I'd forgotten I'd turn on the lights a little while ago, but I got my battery-powered park hands, the two that I got. I showed you those last year behind the speakers there. So you see they're illuminating. So those are my battery-powered American DJ park hands, and they're good for about up to 6 hours, I believe. So they should really do well as far as the show goes. So we're going to 4 today. But if not, I've always got the plugs. I can always plug it in too, so if I needed to. So always come prepared on those things. All right, just after 11 o'clock now, people are already starting to come in. So had brides waiting outside. And hopefully it's going to be a great day. You know, like I said in the beginning, I always book a lot of weddings from this event. Probably, I would say probably at least 75–80% of the weddings I do each year are from this show or the one that we do in June, which is put on by the same company, the Bridal Loft and the Coastal Weddings. So yeah, we'll see what happens here, but it looks like we're going to have a great day. I think we are. All right, here's a look at what's going on right now. It's just after 1 o'clock, and yeah, we've had quite a few people come by, that's for sure. Already had a lot of people sign my registry, which is great. So it's great to see the brides out here today. Hopefully this will be a great year. Alrighty, there's the video that's replacing the runway show. Got kind of like a Times Square thing going on. Now they got video screens all around that scoreboard. We're just on one side of it right now. But see, they got it playing right over there too. I don't know how well you can see that. Yeah, check that out. That venue there, that's the 511 Palafox. I've done a lot of weddings there before, so that may look familiar to you. Wow, whoever put that video together did a real good job on that. That looks fantastic. I don't know how well you can see it just looking through my camera, but in person it looks really, really good. All right, update for you right now. It's about 2:40 now, so we got about another hour and 20 minutes left in the Bridal Expo. It's been really busy, but have a lot of brides come by. And anyway, this is kind of what it looks like now. Kind of thinning out a little bit, you know. We're getting ready to approach the last hour. That's usually the way it goes. But any other year, we'd want to be starting the fashion show right about now. Of course, you know, like we mentioned before, they're not doing that this year. But yeah, we've had a lot of brides come by and had a lot of them sign our registry, and it's really nice. I mean, a lot of them have said they're getting married and doing weddings at venues that I've done a lot of weddings at, so I've got a lot of videos on my YouTube channel. A lot of brides really like that. They like looking at my YouTube channel and seeing their venue and saying, hey, you know what, that looks good. I get to see what other brides get to do and give me some ideas for my wedding. So, you know, that always helps out too. So that's a big advantage of doing gig logs. And I've been telling these brides to go to my YouTube channel as well. So anyway, I'll be checking back in with you in a little while, but so far it's been really great. Okay, 3:45 now. We've officially got 45 more minutes left in the show, but it looks like a lot of people are already starting to break down, so I don't know if we'll go all the way till 4 or not, but it's been a great show. I've had a lot of brides show up today, and you know, despite the pandemic and everything else, it really hasn't stopped brides from coming out, so that's really good. But anyway, I'm not sure if I'll be filming again before the show's officially over with, but if not, I'll be doing a wrap a little bit later. We'll be talking more about what you just saw here today. And I'll be giving you some tips and letting you know what I do normally for wedding shows and how I normally you know, handle the specials and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. Okay, it's now about 9:30 on Monday morning, and I hope to record the final wrap for the wedding show video that you just saw yesterday, but I just didn't get a chance to. I had a lot of other things I had to do. But anyway, let's talk about the wedding show that you just saw. Like I said in the intro to this video, that this was my 10th year doing this particular wedding show. The only one that I missed was last year, and that's because I got sick, as I mentioned before. But I do have to say that Brenda Carraway, who puts this show on, she owns the local Bridal Loft here in Pensacola, does a fantastic job, and you know, the show just gets bigger and better every year. Now, one thing I did want to point out was I was really impressed with how the video turned out. You know, the video that they had playing there on the screens throughout the Bay Center there. And I know my camera probably doesn't do that much justice on that, but it really looked good if you were there in person seeing that. It was on multiple screens. It was really the Times Square effect, like I mentioned. So, yeah, that was pretty neat. That was a little bit different than the runway show that they'd done in the past, but it all worked out. And we had a lot of brides that came by. I had a lot of them come by and talk to me. I even had one bride tell me that she recognized me because she's seen my YouTube videos. So that made me feel good too. And of course, a lot of them said that they'd heard me on the radio. Now let's talk about you know, what I normally do when it comes to wedding shows, just briefly, and you know, just kind of give you an overview on this to maybe give you some ideas in case you're running a wedding business and you're thinking about doing a wedding show, or maybe just to give you some ideas if you are running a wedding show, just something to think about. But here's what I normally do when it comes to wedding shows. Now, first of all, I do run a wedding show special. And I'm not going to say, give the details of that special in the video, but I do run a wedding show special that's only given to just the participants of the wedding show. But the good thing is they don't have to actually book at the show, because, you got to think about it for a second, okay? Let's put ourselves in our bride's, shoes when it comes to this. They're at like the Bay Center, for example, yesterday. You saw all those vendors they had there. Well, these brides, they're getting flyers. I mean, their minds are going all over the place because it's a lot to take in, and I don't want to pressure them into purchasing or signing a contract right on the spot. As a matter of fact, I didn't even take any contracts with me. So what I do is I give them a flyer and explains the show special, and it has a certain date on there saying, okay, as long as you book by this date, you can still get the show special. That way they can go and look at the flyer, look at the package, look at my website, maybe schedule a consultation, talk it over with mom, dad, fiance, and we can talk more about their wedding, get more specifics about their wedding before they make a decision. But yet, as long as they book before that certain date, they can still get that show special. And I've had so many brides over the years tell me that they really like that. So what I had there on my table, I had the flyers, and I had a sign-up sheet there for them that they could sign up. They could sign their name and their email address, and then I sent them a wedding packet so that they could learn more about our services. So anyway, that's how that works. And then normally after the wedding show, we normally get a list of all the brides that came through the door, and then I sent all them a wedding packet too. So not only the ones that actually came by my booth, and signed up on my little registry I've got there, but also the ones that signed the big general registry, they'll be getting a wedding packet as well, the ones that come through the door there at the Bay Center. But anyway, great show, and like I said, a shout out to Brenda Carraway, who owns the Bridal Loft here in Pensacola. She's the one to put that on, just did a fantastic job. So anyway, I'll have to do a more detailed a video on wedding shows and kind of go over a little bit more in detail what we normally do, but that just gives you a basic overview. So again, another great show, the 2022 Beautiful Beginnings Bridal Expo. Awesome. Can't wait till 2023, and we'll have another one coming up real soon, and probably got another one coming up this summer, so we'll be talking more about that. In the meantime, though, have a good day, and thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we'll talk to you soon. Practice and enjoy.